Hi guys. Windward has been released on Steam for early access, and people have been asking for a Let's Play video, so I've decided to go ahead and do just that. So here I have a main menu for the game, and I'm gonna just go ahead and create a brand new world. Creative Tools is nice if you happen to be just exploring the world, want to create things, and place new towns without having to get quests for them, but I'll just keep everything at default and hit accept. Here is the default seed of number -1. It's not very effective, but you can play it if you like. Or you can generate a set of random terrains until you find the one that you would be happy with. Different factions have different starting bonuses. Sojourn, for example, is great for those who are exploring, and they get a schooner ship early on, well, fairly early on, which is the fastest ship available. So if you like exploring new worlds and just doing quests, this is a great faction to choose. Valiant, on the other hand, is great for those who like fighting. Valiant start off with more firepower than other factions, and they also happen to get quests that relate to fighting cool down faster as well. So if you like fighting pirates, this would be a good faction to go. There's also Exchange, which is for those who like trading, and a Consulate for those who, well, also just all around questing and fighting at the same time. It's basically like a neutral faction, more or less. I prefer playing Sojourn, but it's really up to you. Sojourn is nicer for me early on because they get exploration quests, so discover so and so, which is nice to have early on. I'm gonna just pick a seed that I would be happy with and go from there. I've decided to go with seed 6 and to start in a southern climate. It's gonna be a desert. So after loading, here I am. I am at a size 2 city, and there's not much going on. I do have quests, however, though. Discover Newonville and visit your field. Early on, there isn't going to be much going on. However, quests should be available, and you will be able to do what you want. Once you discover your allies, like this guy that just passed by, for example, they're going to be marked as discovered, and they will sail away and explore the area for you. But it's only going to be like that in either the first area or in the second one while the pirates are still active. After that, not so much. Anyway, I want to discover this town. I'll accept this quest and visit your field. I will accept that as well. I can also do trading of goods. Unfortunately, I only have 100 gold to start with, and they're all quite a bit more expensive than that. There's also different ships available, and which ships are available depends on the size of the town. This one is only size 2, so it only has the direct upgrade to the ship that I'm sailing available, which is a sloop of war, but again, it is 4,000 gold, and I obviously don't have that to start with. So, let's start questing. The quests that I picked up are in inventory here, and this one is going to your field, and this one is going to Newonville. Let's see, I don't have any of them available yet, so I just gotta explore. Generally, it's a good idea to explore with the wind if at all possible, because obvious reasons really. And how your ship reacts to the wind depends on the type of ship that you have. This one sails better when it's perpendicular to the wind or like slightly in this direction. However, if you were sailing something like a brigantine, for example, or a frigate, then it would be much better at sailing along with the wind instead. But this is a sloop, so. Since I chose the Sojourn faction, I have a bonus to speed, which is useful to have when exploring the map. However, I have a penalty to damage, hull, and sails, so I'm quite a bit weaker in combat, but I'm much better at exploring and questing, so that makes up for it. The more allies you discover, the faster the map is going to uncover for you. So it's a good idea to pass close by to any ally ships you might find, like this one for example, that just appeared on my map right above me. Now that I got close, it is considered a known ship and it will explore the map for me. Useful at finding new places. Here I've run ashore and my ship is now damaged. And I've also discovered a new town, but that's besides the point. Now I have two options. I can either use the repair ability to repair myself, and it's going to cost wood to do so, and I do have wood to start with, or I can just go to a nearby dock and it will repair me for free as soon as I'm stopped close by. See? So if you're close by to a dock, just save yourself the cost. Anyway, here I am in a new city and it has new demands, new production, new quests. However, I still have the two here and I'm not able to pick any more. If I try, it says that no available cargo space because quests go into the cargo area. And bigger ships have a bigger cargo hold, so you can accept more quests at the same time. If you happen to die, cargo items are dropped. So that means that dying effectively cancels the quest, unless you happen to get back to that spot quickly enough and pick up the item before it disappears. Looking at the map, I can see that the AI friends of mine discovered a bunch of towns for me, including Windward, which happens to be one of the quests. Yep, this one right here is requesting me to go there, and your field I don't have yet, but that's okay. AI will take care of it for me while I head over to Windward. Okay, so here I am getting close to the town, and there we go. Getting close is enough to complete the quest. Well, this particular one anyway. Here I have more quests that I can pick up. I can pick up visit your field, which would be nice actually. You see this quest, visit your field? It happens to match the quest that I already have going there. So that's two quests going to the same place. Now I just need to figure out where it is. I still don't have it on my map, which means that it's probably either here or down there. Well, I'll just pick a direction and start sailing. Okay, so moment of truth. I chose to go up top, and there we go. Your field. Again, just getting close completes both of the quests. Okay, here I have a new quest available. Defend your field. I'm gonna go ahead and take that. Now that I've chosen this quest, a pirate ship was created somewhere nearby, and I need to either go find it or just wait right here and it'll come to me, unless it happens to attack one of the AI units. Anyway, here we go, and here we are. I just need to kill it. Combat is a mix of auto attacks, so the ship will actually fire automatically. And there's also abilities, like this one for example, which is a targeted ability. It's a powerful attack, but it has a cooldown timer on it. It's a good idea to see if you can get behind the enemy ship where he cannot fire back at you, and just fire away. Positioning is quite important, especially if you're fighting an AI that happens to be tougher than you. And there we go. The AI exploded, I completed the task, and I got the experience for it. And I also got talent points. So here I am repairing myself, and now I've got talent points to play with. Going here, I've got an entire talent tree to work with. Of course I only have 2 points, but still, it's good enough. I can choose something, I can choose to upgrade something that I think would be beneficial to me. For example, this one will make my ship turn faster, which is nice to have in combat, especially with slower ships. But I have a sloop, and it's fairly agile on its own. If you were questing, this would probably be a good idea to have. This improves diplomacy, which means that you're going to get better rewards. Especially true when you're going with trading. So if you're buying things in one place and then selling them somewhere else, this talent right here will improve the prices on both ends. So it's going to cost cheaper to buy something and you're going to get more money for selling it. But I'm not going with that. This one is for sales. This one is for aiming. If you're going with combat, this is a good idea to improve an aim. However, I started with sojourn, which means that my aim is actually pretty good, I believe. Accuracy, yeah, it's 24, which is quite nice. It's +4. So again, I can choose reinforced hull, which gives me more hit points, or +1 damage. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and choose reinforced hull just for more hit points, just to make myself more survivable. As you get down to the bottom level with talents, as you get more and more experience, you're going to get active abilities. A star means it's an active ability, so it means that it's like volley right here. You will be able to activate an ability and something will happen. This is an area of effect attack, for example. So is this one. So you will be able to drop area effect attacks in combat on multiple enemy units at the same time and make them catch fire, or essentially mess up their accuracy so they have trouble hitting you. Or this one, for example, it will drop a cloud of thick smoke in the area, and everything within this cloud will become invisible basically, and it will be hidden from the map and removed from combat. So if you wanted to repair yourself in mid-combat, you can actually use this ability right here to drop a cloud and repair yourself. There are other things, like this one, for example, will improve a structure, which later on you will be encountering guard towers to essentially help you protect the area without you having to be there. And this one would be making your structures a fair bit more powerful. But again, it really depends on what you want. If you're a person who likes loot, this talent is nice to have. It will improve the loot that you find to the point where with 5 out of 5 here, you'll be getting greens pretty much every time you pick up something. Again, very nice to have. So it really depends on what you want to have on your ship and how you want to play. Anyhow, let's do another quest. This one, for example, establish an outpost. Now I can go ahead and establish an outpost right here, somewhere on the map. If I click this button, it'll show me where to go. And I can essentially create a new town in more or less a place of my choosing. Or I can actually bring up the fast travel map and get a null reference exception. Interesting, I'll have to fix that. But I can actually travel anywhere I want that has a friendly town. So here, for example, this is only a 25% controlled by Sojourn, as 38% controlled by Pirates. So challenge level is actually 2 here, as opposed to challenge level of 0 in the zone that I'm currently located in. Normally it is advised to go here first and then there, but just for the sake of demoing it, I'm gonna go ahead and go to the more difficult area. I'll travel there, and after a short load, here we are. Now the buildings are actually different as well because it's a slightly different climate. Oops. And I can go and create my new place, my new town. The number of ships you have available in a zone happens to depend on how many towns you have. Pirates actually have more towns in this zone than I do, which means that they're probably going to have a stronger presence than me. However, now that I will found a town here, I'll just go ahead and do that. This town will be able to create new ships. So moving away from the town is enough for the ships to start being created. But it looks like It's not happening right now. I guess I need to go kill something. Normally it's actually a good idea to place defensive structures and lighthouses in the area. Lighthouses help you see. They reveal the map around them and basically they give you sight. But in this case I don't really have anything because I jumped to this area too quickly, so I don't have the abilities to make them yet. But regardless. By the way, the allies, they copy your own equipment, so if you have a really good equipment, then your allies are also going to have very good equipment. And by allies I mean artificial intelligence ships, like this one for example. However, if you have really crappy gear, like me right now, I'm just having my starting equipment, then your allies are going to be exactly the same. The deeper you go into the pirate territory, the more difficult the pirates become, and unless your gear is able to account for that, you're probably going to run into a couple of issues. Here we are trying to capture this town before enemy ships get to us, and it looks like we are... no. Oh wait, we actually captured it. We plundered the town, and I got some golden experience for it, and the pirates got here too slow to do anything about it. And now there's a massive fight going on. Okay. I wish the AI would stop pushing me around. When AI are clustered up like this, it's a good idea to focus everything you can on one ship, because one ship exploding will damage another, and you can have a chain reaction. AIs, they also happen to cluster, and they follow the rules that players would. Their sight is limited by what they know. They start knowing absolutely nothing, but as they explore the map, and as their allies are exploring the map, they are able to see more and more until the point where they can actually help each other close by and work together as a team. Like here, for example, this guy was assisting this one, and Drenthe is coming over because there's action going on and he wants in. Likewise, if I actually had some allies to come and help, then they would be coming toward this area as well to help me out. Once I get enough kills and get a skull above my head, AI will... oh no, this is bad. Okay, being close to enemies that explode is a bad idea, because they will kill you. But it's okay. I will just respawn in a nearby friendly town, or if there are no towns, I will respawn on the side of the map. Here, nothing was available apparently, and I respawned on the side of the map. Now I have to find my way back. Since I happen to be on the far side, it's a possibility for me to go ahead and capture this town back. So I'll do just that. So here I've captured one of the towns, and AI didn't like that very much, and pirates are coming to take it back. It's a good idea to stay out of their line of fire, if at all possible, for obvious reasons. It gives you a fair advantage when you can fire at them, but they cannot fire at you. Here I've picked up a pair of items, including an upgrade to my ammunition. I can equip items by right-clicking on them, or just drag and drop. And this is not an upgrade, so I will sell this instead. Oh, I cannot do it here because the town is too small. I need to find a bigger town. Okay. Now, because I am spending all my time talking rather than fighting, my side is doing pretty poorly. We only have one town left from what I can tell, and the pirates have quite a few more. So unless I capture one of the towns back, I'm gonna lose pretty badly. Oh, look at that. There's a friendly AI unit doing exactly that. He had the same idea as me, and he's capturing a town. There we go. We've kind of captured the town, and pirates are coming to take it back. The size of the town actually depends on what size ships are able to be created there. So since this is only size 1, only sloops are going to be made there. But if the size was like size 10, for example, you would see much larger units, including even maybe ships of the line. If I was valiant, of course. Once you capture all the towns in the area, you actually get a fairly significant bonus to experience. And I seem to have more allies. That's nice. But it takes a lot of effort to actually get to that point, because you actually have to protect what's yours, not just keep capturing things over and over. Here we're not placing any defenses, because only players are able to place defenses like guard towers, and it's hurting us quite a bit. By the way, the amount of experience scales with how many allies you have near you. So in this case, I'm just by myself. So if I kill this guy, I get the full amount of experience. If there were other allies nearby, my experience would go down, but not to the extent of just halving the experience, but rather I would get like 20% more with one ally than something like 35% instead of the full amount with 2 allies, and so on and so forth. It's not as much as just splitting it. As you're doing combat in areas, it's a good idea to place guard towers if you can. Of course, the quest to place guard towers is given by towns that are size 5 and up. So early on, you're probably not going to have much of an option. However, if you look at the map, there's a guard tower right here. If you're able to capture that, then you will have an advantage. However, capturing a guard tower is going to be quite a bit of a challenge early on, because they're fairly powerful. So it's a good idea to bring allies if you can. Speaking of allies, if you happen to achieve skull rating above your head, which means 6 kills and no deaths, you will be able to command nearby allies. Of course, in order to get stars and eventually a skull rating, you actually have to land the killing blows on whatever you're fighting, which means that's probably a good idea to try to solo if you can, or at least save volley for the killing blow. And I'm not doing very well here. See? An enemy got, or a friendly unit rather, got the killing blow. So now he has 2 stars instead of me getting 3. Oh well. As I've been doing all this combat, I realized I've been getting experience points and not doing anything about it. Experience points, look at that, 5 available points to spend somewhere. So I'm gonna max out my hull, and then let's go for damage, why not? Damage, and then I can focus on movement speed, critical strike. Let's go for volley. Increase volley damage. Yeah. Okay, so now my volley is going to be doing quite a bit more damage, and it'll be more suited for landing killing blows. Pirates have just been driven out, and I got a fair significant amount of experience. This means that we have actually defeated all the pirates, and now there aren't any left. This is now a safe zone, and now I can just do questing like I normally would. Of course, if I was to summon pirates, say from a quest, then it would still be possible for them to capture a town. Defend a town quest, for example, if you don't actually defend a town, then the pirate will capture a town, and then new pirates will be created, and you'll have a bunch of pirates running around. If you just let it go like that, then they're eventually going to take over the entire area, and you won't have anything left. It's especially true with the higher end quests. Like if you pick up a raid quest where you summon an entire pirate raid to a town of your choice, and you happen to fail it for any reason, like say dying or running away, then your zone is going to be pretty much screwed. It's going to be taken over by pirates quite easily. Okay, so here I am. I've destroyed an enemy tower, and I got quite a lot of experience for it. Of course, I was able to do it only with the help of allies that died earlier, but that's minor details. Being close to a tower is going to capture it, just like being close to a town. Once the tower is captured, I can repair it. And once it is repaired, it is going to be fully functional. It'll give me sight of the map, and it'll be able to fire on whichever enemies get close. Of course, now there are no enemies here anymore because we've driven them out, so a little bit late for that, but nonetheless. So here I am back in the starting area, and I want to show you what happens when you fail to defend one town. I'm just gonna go ahead and leave the area of the town and just not defend it at all. And just go somewhere else. If the AIs don't come and help, and my hope is that they will not, then the pirates will be able to capture that town. Unfortunately, it looks like the AI are smart enough to realize that, oh, something's wrong, and they're gonna come and fix the problem. Had they not come, then the pirate would have been able to take over this town, and bad things would happen. In any case, now that I've defeated this pirate and completed the quest, the town has grown. It's now size 3. You may have noticed the building appear a couple of seconds ago. Anyway, now that the town is bigger, it's offering new quests, different quests, and better items, or in this case, just different items really. And it's also got a different set of materials here that are available in the market, and it needs different things. So let's play the role of a trader for a little bit. Here I've got an abundance of incense, spices, and meat. Let's see if there's a town that needs something. Here, for example, there is a shortage of meat, and it's really close by. Let's go ahead and buy meat here and sell it somewhere else. By the way, here the meat production is 2, which means that it's even higher than normal. So the higher the production of something, the cheaper you're going to be able to obtain it. And the lower the demand, or higher, however you want to look at it, the more they're willing to pay for that item. So here I'm gonna buy this meat, and I'm shipment of meat, and I'm gonna go and sell it in a nearby town, which is really close. Easy money. Here they need meat, and they were willing to pay 297 gold for it. Here I have bought it for 195. That's over 100 gold profit right there. That's quite nice. Doing this, like doing quests or delivering cargo, is what makes towns grow. And of course, the bigger the towns, the better the rewards, the more staff they have, and the more quests they have, and different types of quests that they have. Here I don't actually have any towns that are size 5 or higher, so I can't really show you the quests that involve building things. But if I do end up playing for a couple of hours, then chances are I will have those kind of towns, and I will be able to build guard towers, set up defenses, place some lighthouses, and so on and so forth. Basically prepare my area for an invasion, for a raid quest. Anyway, that's Windward so far. If you like what you've seen, you can find it on Steam Early Access, available now. You can play by yourself or with your friends. They can actually join your server and play with you. Thanks for watching. and I hope you like it.